Now, ladies and gentlemen, some of you are asking, he already sold out all of his stuff this morning, so we're bringing in another shipment of General Flynn swag from Tulsa, Oklahoma coming in tomorrow morning. So we already sold out. So if you want more General Flynn swag, that'll be here tomorrow morning, direct from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, I wanted to bring up on the stage this guy here. This is Pastor Craig Hagin from Rhema Bible College. Pastor Craig Hagin. And how many of you watched the first event we did in Tulsa, Oklahoma? This is the guy who stepped up and said, yeah, you can host it at my church. This guy started the problem here. He started the momentum. He started the reawakening. Let's hear it for Pastor Craig. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Now, I'm going to ask Pastor Craig, and again, folks, Devin, pull up my notes real quick here on the big screen. I encourage everyone to take notes. Everything I'm telling you is cited at timetofreeamerica.com. But since you're a pastor, I'm going to ask you 19 questions in 15 minutes, and we'll see if we can do it, okay? Okay, question number one. Why are the 100% effective and affordable COVID-19 treatments and therapies being withheld from the American people? Craig?
Maybe someone doesn't like America.
Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Some of you, how many of you have family and your friends who are not awake to what is going on? Okay, they're like, but MTV says, but CNN says. Have you had these people? Do you know these people? But CNN told me. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to help you, give you questions, rhetorical questions that you can ask these people to wake them up, okay?
It's part of the plan, right? I mean, you know, to depopulate the United States as well as the rest of the world. Isn't that part of the plan?
Part of the plan. If you want to look up Georgia Guidestones, you can see their plan. Georgia Guidestones. And there's a fun book you can read. Who's read The Great Reset by Klaus Schwab? Who does not know what I'm talking about? Okay, go to Amazon.com. Devin, pull it up. Amazon.com. Klaus Schwab, the head of the World Economic Forum, he wrote a book called COVID-19, The Great Reset, which explains how they're going to end American sovereignty and all personal property ownership this year. And it's right there. He has a book on Amazon. There it is. So if you want to wake somebody up, okay? Now, question number two, Craig. Why does Microsoft have a patent with the following publication number, W02020-060606, for a cryptocurrency system using the human body?
Well, probably Bill Gates actually read Revelations, you know, and so he understands that in the end times, that's what's going to happen. And we all know, we've read the Bible. How many read the Bible? Anyone read Revelations? Anyone read about 666, the mark of the beast? Cryptocurrency?
Who's not seen this patent? Devin, can you pull up the patent? Who's not seen the patent by show of hands? Okay, get out your phone. Just type it into your phone. Google or DuckDuckGo. I don't care. Type in W02020-060606 patent. Just let it happen. Because you're going to have to do this with your friends and family. It's a fun magic trick. It's a great way to make the emotional state of a room get weird.
And Clay, you know, he could have chose any number, right? But he closed 060606.
Yeah, there is a top left. That's the publication number. He chose the number W02020-060606. Okay. Next. Now, real quick, the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 through 18 reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom. Let him that hath the understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Craig, do you see any parallel between 666 and W02020-060606?
It seems like the same number, 666, which we know is the mark of the beast, is devil's number. You know, he could have picked 777, which would have been a better number, but that doesn't represent what's trying to happen here.
Okay. Question number 3, coming in hot. Why is Congress working on legislation called H.R. 666? Who's not heard of that yet? Look it up in your phone. Type it in your phone real quick. Google H.R. 666. Well, just look it up. H.R. 666. I got 19 questions in 15 minutes. Can we get it done? I think we can. H.R. 666. Look at
hire nefarious people. Praise God, God's on our side. I also believe in the Second Amendment. We got plenty of guns.
All right. Hey, man. All right.
They're going to come through a couple of guns and a couple of dogs in order to get me taken.
Question number 7. Who saw Bill Gates' interview a couple days ago? You saw Bill Gates? Okay. They're asking, Bill Gates, why are you hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein? What did you learn from Epstein? Look at this up, folks. Bill Gates has a spiritual advisor, okay? Now, a spiritual advisor, how many of you have a pastor you talk to from time to time? Okay. Just imagine for a second how this would change today's events. If I said, oh man, our next speaker is phenomenal. He has a spiritual advisor who prays to Satan. Many of you would say, I'm out. Bill Gates has a spiritual advisor by the name of Marina Abramovich who admits to praying to Satan. So go to your phone, type in DuckDuckGo, and type in Marina Abramovich spirit cooking. Bill Gates felt so good about her that she actually was the centerpiece for the Microsoft Easter commercial during the lockdown. That's his spiritual advisor. If you want to wake somebody up, just say, why does Bill Gates have a spiritual advisor who's into cannibalism and who prays to Satan? Craig, why does Bill Gates have a spiritual advisor who prays to Satan?
Probably because he's into 666, he's into Satanism, he's into all kinds of various things, and he's probably into your computer as well.
You're so negative. Okay, next question. Question number 8. Why was Jeffrey Epstein working on creating his own race of people? Again, why was Jeffrey Epstein working on creating his own race of people? Click on the link there, Devin. Folks, type it into your phone. Epstein creates his own race of people. He's working on creating his own race of people. Craig, why was Epstein working with Bill Gates to create his own race of people?
Well, he wanted to create a superhuman to do more nefarious things like himself and his buddy Bill Gates, who he doesn't, he's dead now, right? Obviously. That's what Bill Gates said.
Okay. Question number 9. Isn't Craig negative? I'm just kidding. Okay. Question number 9. Why did Jeffrey
You're asking
Epstein...
the questions.
Hey, no, you're the one making me ask the questions. Okay. So why did Jeffrey Epstein have a satanic temple on his island? Craig, I mean, the guy's a pedophile. How many of you know about Epstein, the world's most prolific pedophile? He has a temple on his island. Craig, who's he praying to?
Well, Satan, obviously, we're going to call them the 666 boys. That's what they're doing. And it's amazing that we don't get weirded out by this kind of stuff.
I'm weirded out by this stuff.
Well, I know we are, but America doesn't, because we don't. We watch people. Not we, but people watch CNN News, MSNBC, and all of these things, and that's how they're getting their news. And this stuff is creeping up into our system. And we want to know why the government's doing what they're doing.
Now, a lot of people say, how did this Reawaken America tour come to pass? Well, what happens is, I was looking for people that would share the truth, even if it went against the narrative of a fake Republican governor or a liberal Democrat governor. I wanted people that would share the truth, regardless of their personal reputation, people that would share the truth. And I wanted to bring the truth to you all in one day or a 2-day event, sometimes a 3-day event. That's why I brought all these people here. But Craig, imagine that I had invited, Jeffrey Epstein to be here. What does it say about Bill Gates that the world's wealthiest man decided to team up with the world's most prolific pedophile to raise money? What does it say about Bill Gates?
Well, it's probably why his wife divorced him, I guess. I don't know. But, obviously, Clay, you and I hang out, because we're like normal. Well, I guess we're kind of halfway normal. So if you hang out with somebody and you're one of your friends, you're probably just like them. And so, you are who you hang around.
I'm bringing this up because Bill Gates is the one pushing the COVID-19 vaccines, which include SM-102, RNA-modifying graphene oxide. If you want to see the ingredients of the COVID-19 vaccines, just go to timetofreeamerica.com. You can see. I mean, how many of you would not invite Bill Gates to your house? Let alone
babysit your
take
children?
his vaccine. Just think of it. I'm just trying to help you wake up family and friends. Okay. Question number 11. Why are Bill Gates and Elon Musk and others obsessed with putting brain chips in the human mind, aka fulfilling the prophecy of Daniel, where we mix the miry clay with the iron? What's going on with Elon Musk wanting to put brain chips in all Americans, Craig?
Well, it's like artificial intelligence. Stuff you've seen in movies and things like that. They want that to come to pass because they want to control your thought life. They don't want God to control your thought life. They want to control your thought life.
Devin, can you click on the Twitter post from Elon Musk right there? Elon Musk is talking about he's hiring at Neuralink. And he says, if you zoom in a little more, he says, short-term solve brain spine injuries. Look at this. Long-term human AI symbiosis. I don't want a human AI symbiosis, Craig. Okay. Question number 12. Either laugh or cry. Okay. Question number 12. Why is the Satanic Temple of Texas suing to defend its religious right to child sacrifice? Devin, click on the link.
I just can't believe the court would actually hear this. And I hope that the great people in Texas, I was born in Texas, and so I hope that they come against that, because, they're just putting stuff out in the open. I mean, they want to stop, they want to continue abortions for human sacrifice, and that's really sick. And we should be mad about that.
Question number 13. I'm just trying to help you wake up your family and friends, giving you some facts, okay? Question number 13. Why is Moderna now referring to their vaccines as the software of life? The software of life. Go to the Moderna website. The software of life. Craig.
Yeah, and they say it's better than what God did for you. There's nothing better than what God did for you. God gave you an immune system to use, and you know what? When God created Adam and Eve, He created us perfect, and you know, He didn't create us with a mask or a vaccine, but He created us to fight any kind of sickness or disease. And 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ died upon the cross, and by His stripes, we were healed of COVID-19, cancer, AIDS, asthma, and any other disease that will ever come to mankind. Amen.
Okay, rapid fire here for the sake of time.
Yeah, we got 3 more
Okay,
times.
question number 14. Why is the luciferase technology being developed? Craig, why would they call it luciferase? Inside the COVID-19 vaccines is a technology called SM-102 luciferase. Why is it called luciferase, Craig?
Well, technically because it's a light source inside, and Lucifer's the father of lights, and so they just want to, you know, we want to put things out in the open now. We're just going to call it what it is, and it's satanic.
All right, I got one final question I'm going to ask you. The rest
All right.
are just kind of rhetorical here. Question 15, Luciferians. Pro tip, if you want to become a Luciferian, and you don't, you have to stand 6 feet apart at all the rituals and wear a mask. Sound familiar? Okay, next question. Klaus Schwab, he wrote a book called COVID-19, The Great Reset. And in the book, he literally explains how he wants to end American sovereignty. It's in the book. You can buy the book. He tells you in the book. Okay, so why would he write that book? Because they plan on doing it. Next question is, why are the following ingredients inside the COVID-19 vaccines? We have polyethylene glycol, mRNA modifying nanotechnology, SM-102, luciferase, fetal tissue cell lines. So my final question I have for you, Craig, is why are most pastors, unlike, one more time, let's hear it for the pastors from Charis Christian Center right here.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, come on now. Why are most pastors unwilling to speak up and speak out against this agenda?
Because most pastors really don't care what's going on. They just want people in their church, and they would like money. I'm just going to be, you know, honest. That's what it's like. But you know what? If we really care about our church, if we really care about America, if we really care about the Christians and non-Christians, the vaccinated and unvaccinated, that we would go out and speak the truth. And then the truth will set us free. And you know what? We need to know what's in these vaccines. You know, people's like, well, because they won't notice. That's why they put all this stuff in. And I think more pastors need to speak up, need to wake up. You know, every church should be open. There's churches that are not open. And you know what? The Bible talks about in the last days, we're going to have a revival. And all this stuff is just part, and you know, it's time for revival.
Now, folks, I can tell you this. I'm not just saying this because I'm up here. When I talked to Pastor Perdue about hosting the event here, I told my wife, I said, this man and his wife are on fire. When I talked to him on the phone and asked, can we host a Reawaken America Tour event at your place? I felt like I experienced a revival. He didn't just say yes. He said, yes, 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 and yes, let's go. And so if you're in Colorado and you're looking for a church that will speak up against medical fraud, election fraud, and the Great Reset, I encourage you to start attending this church. One more time, let's hear for the pastors of Charis Christian Center. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, final homework before we introduce our next speaker. I would just encourage you guys tonight, again, everything I said, assume I'm crazy. If anything I say over the next 2 days isn't verifiable, you can boo me or whatever you need to do. Because I encourage you, seriously, do not just assume that what I'm saying is true. Look it up. Everything we've said on today's event and tomorrow is all cited at timetofreeamerica.com. And the final thing I wanted to show you, if you scroll down here, question number 19. What is the statistical probability of this? The word corona has 6 letters in it. Look at that. C's the 3rd letter, O's the 15th letter, R's the 18th letter, O's the 15th letter, N's the 14th letter, A's the 1st letter, and you add it all up, look at it. Look at that. Whoa. I mean, I'm a pretty clever individual, but I don't know that I could have thought of that, even if given enough time. So, again, one more time, let's hear for Pastor Craig Hagin. Thank you, Pastor Craig.
Thank you.
All right.